Hey there, folks. Welcome back to Let's Play Samurai Warriors 2 Empires. I'm MysteriousJG.
I'm Bobo the Vulture.
We are in that stage of the game where you just kind of keep
Being nice.
cultivating and trying to get people to like you.
I suppose we could save the game now, attempt to win, and see what the...
Here we go. I was waiting for benefaction to show up.
Show your benevolence by doing what?
Distributing a large amount of gold amongst people. Basically, you spend 2,000 gold.
Of course.
And that's what it means.
Thank you, oh great ruler. Thank you. I'm so happy. I don't know what to do.
Oh, you and me are in the same boat.
You sure you wouldn't like to be one of my officers?
Their support for you has increased slightly.
It's pretty high, I think, is the idea. It's already really high. The nice thing about this is that it means I can go back to... I can start drafting many troops again.
Yeah.
I can take care of it.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. You're on your own.
You're trying to trick me into
Understood.
annulling the
Thank
alliance.
you, oh great ruler. Thank you.
Thank you for teaching me to tie this awesome bow in
Thank
front
you.
of my forehead.
I'm so happy.
Thank
I
you,
don't know
great
what to
ruler.
do.
Thank you. Although, admittedly, the surprise is kind of gone at this point.
Dedicated to you.
He hired away one of his guys. He's got to be kind of mad at us at this point. Plague, blackmail, thrill.
The people are happy with my policies, are they?
What a bunch of morons. Don't they know that the true cruelty is about to begin? Actually, I did a playthrough as no, and yeah, she says something along those lines like those poor fools.
You don't think they'll come to expect this kind of treatment, do you?
Oh.
Principles, material goods, all are as petals in the winds of time.
So how are you doing?
So
how are you doing today? Is that so, really?
Choose life.
Uh-huh.
Give in to your desire.
I'm sorry, did I somehow give you the impression I was about to commit suicide?
Your words, Demon King, are very close to my own beliefs.
My belief in choosing life. She's pro-choice, or pro-life.
The things men embrace in this world are heavy chains.
Well, that's what I'm into.
They bind our souls and keep us from being truly free.
Oh, he didn't get a chance to say is that so that time.
that is so.
That's, you know, you got a point, that's so.
Whatever.
He's just pissed. Just like,
I gotta give gold to everybody, whatever.
Thank you.
He's just
I'm
like
so-
goes out and he's like hosting a party, makes some, you know, he makes some balloon animals. There's gold inside them, and people pop them and like, oh my god, it's great.
The Emperor's like, no, I don't think you need to be any more powerful than you are.
If you insist.
If you insist, I don't have to be more powerful than you. That effect, I really want you to annul that alliance. Although you can just choose to
Rest
do
easy.
benefaction at this point, right? Disaster, plague, blackmail thrones.
Pretty much.
Yay!
Boo.
Yes.
Yes, I mean, yay.
Thank you.
I'm so grateful. You're on your own.
Plague just keeps on spreading under the government of Sakon Shima.
Plague
It's his
keeps
fault.
on spreading.
Throughout
into the
Japan.
At your service.
Thank you. I'm so
Thank you for not making me have sex. I hate sex, you know.
Very well. I shall deal with it.
Thank you.
And we're still just gaining money just because of the amount of territory we have that is
Yeah.
producing goods for us.
We're making the
Okay.
best Japan ever.
Yeah, man. You could do benefaction and look for a horse.
Douchebag. Never sucks. Hey, we can finally learn arrow.
Well, yeah, you want to.
Hey, we can employ KG.
You may
Would
count.
that work, you think?
Provide the battles.
Yeah.
Holy
Provide the bloodshed.
Now you were saying
I know, but I don't know. Now
I know, but I don't know.
We'll get goofy dialogue now with him and all these other officers in our army.
That's potentially true.
Yeah, like, actually, he and Nobunaga have.
You are the reason for which I live, my love.
That's so.
And if you wish it, the reason for which I die as well.
You think you see where this is going?
I don't know.
Is that so?
I love that, though. I mean,
I mean, you know,
it's
weird because like he in theory is the he's the most powerful force individual in this land, and as far as they knew, more or less the world that mattered. And it gives the impression that he's just sort of floating through life and stuff's happening to him, and he's just going, huh. Okay.
No, I think what it's supposed to be about is that he's not giving anyone else a clue as to what he's thinking.
Yeah.
Because, you know, if anybody knows what he's thinking, they can use it again. I mean, I think that's the idea.
Right. I mean,
maybe he's just floating through life as a bit of a weirdo.
That's it. Alright, that's cool.
No, I mean, I think
we're all gonna ride Crescent Fresh.
Yeah. No, I honestly, I think the line read is meant to make it a little more sinister than...
Yeah. I think it is.
Just what's so Crescent Fresh about you dudes is that you just don't get it.
You could hire more.
Anybody cool that we can hire?
I think I will enjoy.
Okay, we got another playable character. Unless we end the game and have any of them who we don't have. Typhoon has struck the land. Oh my god,
the earthquake is here. The natural disasters are gonna do vertical splashes and shit. Do the eat attack. Get Kenshin's troops up.
I am.
So I don't know at this point if the problem is that we aren't loved enough. Why don't they love me? Or if it's more of a, we need to have really high harvest because that indicates that we're taking care of the economy. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you're supposed to get going.
But of course.
Right.
Thank you.
Please, take this
hey,
as
now
a
they're starting
token
to give
of
us
our
presents.
appreciation.
There you go.
Please, take it. Take it.
Take it!
Hey! There
Whoa,
you go.
that's like the ultimate horse.
And Xbox Controller 2 is disconnected because Bobo hasn't had anything to do for a while now.
Yeah. Can you play with it unconnected? No.
No, I tried, but
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. We were attacked. I wonder if I just hit buttons on it occasionally if it'll stay awake.
I'm all over.
I'm black and white and red all over.
Yep. So, folks, how you guys
really
doing?
Pretty when you dance, Miss Okuni. Like a flower in bloom or something.
A flower? Oh, how kind of you, Lord KG.
She's probably heard better than that, but...
Come to think of it, I once heard you talk of battle as being like a flower.
Yeah, you're just like a bunch of blood and guts and somebody's face getting stomped in.
And I know you love battle so very deeply. If you had to choose,
Didn't mean to do that,
I
folks.
wonder,
Go pause, I guess.
would you pick the bloody rose of battle?
Bloody
Or this delicate little orchid?
Look, I just said you were pretty when you danced. What the fuck's all this about? Damn it, Emperor.
I bring glorious news from His Majesty.
Glorious news.
You have been appointed to the office of Kampaku.
The fuck does that mean? I mean, thank you.
Thank you kindly.
That is the highest rank that you can have in the game.
Oh,
and
so
that
we
means
can't
that
become emperor?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
Becoming emperor would involve surrendering a lot of power, actually. But, alright.
Oh,
so, we have any special plots that we want to have in our final,
well,
final mission here?
Sumo blackmail thrills.
Well, we've got
Fire
Fire Ninja.
Fire Ninja's gone.
Rally troops. Well, we actually didn't get a lot of really interesting ones, but it's a lot of stuff that just never showed up. I've already got 5 battlefield techniques stockpiled, and they probably all suck, whatever. Alright, well, let's just make sure that we got the biggest armies ever, and
Yeah, remember that time when I was letting all you guys go? Yeah, that's over.
yeah, okay, so, you know, there's a tactic where you can try to get the other guy to surrender in this game, I think, but,
Yeah, I think it showed up at some point. You can train mounts. Are you ready for it?
yeah, let's just do it. Alright, buddy. It's nice that
You no longer have enough generals to fill up your
Yeah,
your one.
You hired some, like, we hired away 3 officers from him, so I guess you got some replacements. That's nice. Who do you want to be the final
battle?
showdown?
I guess it'll be the Cup and Ball Luigi.
Cup and Ball Luigi.
Wait,
Alright.
you just selected that for yourself.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Who are you gonna be? You're gonna be Nobunaga. I'll be the happy girl with Cup and Ball.
Nobu. Charge, man.
You should probably get Nobukatsu in there somewhere.
As much as I love No, should need to be in this last fight. Yeah, Nobukatsu.
What to do?
I forget which of these guys was, This was my guy that I think we got first.
Yeah.
Okay, they're spending 6,000 of our 32,000 gold.
They shall soon learn what it means to oppose the Demon King.
Something I never
And
managed to
his,
teach Sakon, but okay.
And his, ruler.
Yeah. Yeah, right? I mean, you're loyal to me, right? I mean,
Oh, that's right. She's got dark power, Cup and Gold now. I don't think we've taken her out since that happened. That one doesn't have any special skills. It just has maxed out abilities.
yeah. You might want to get Persian Mare going then.
Yeah.
Ferris,
Yeah, it's for Ferris.
the actor Egan horse. Now we could do neutral star, but really this battle's gonna be ridiculously easy anyway, I think so. Yeah, we got them outnumbered like almost 2 to 1. Rush. Haven't used that one, have we?
Wow, I don't know that I've ever heard that theme.
Alright, let's do this thing. I think we just charge. Damn it, it didn't take.
Army of equal size does not mean you're a match for Nobunaga.
Not equal size.
We will protect you!
Advance.
They're using a
Rip
different
out
goofy
their
music that...
Advance. Our destiny dictates it.
That base has something written all over it.
I'll rain a hail of pain on that face.
See if we can do this in record time.
We must occupy that base!
Advance. Rip out their throats. Another base falls before the might
Advance,
of
rip out their
Nobunaga.
base.
We must swamp that base!
I will not allow this base to fall.
I claim this base for our glorious army.
And Galactor, of course. Let's not forget Galactor.
Fight for glorious victory. This indignity is a pain greater than death.
I have captured one of the so-called officers.
It was pathetically easy, actually. I'm gonna be honest with you here.
Good Good work, youngster.
Another base falls before the might of Nobunaga.
There is much I can learn, even from one as young as you.
Advance.
For example,
Rip out their
teething.
throats.
I'll off to live another
Can learn
day
to tease.
and retreat.
Gotcha.
You make a good sidekick, you know that?
I can see no other option.
You're my sidekick, that's what I'm saying. You're totally not charged. Well, Luigi's been loyal to him for a long time, but Chi-Chi could overthrow him at any moment.
Let's see what
Thank you
you're
very much.
made of.
We're not overthrowing me.
I claim this base for our glorious army.
This is it. This is the end of the
Yeah,
OP here.
no, this is gonna be.
Sometimes the last battle is really hard. It's not happening this time, I don't
For
think.
the might of Nobunaga.
Sakon.
I mean, we've got super powered up weapons and
Yeah.
dark elemental
Claim this
powers.
base for our
And,
glorious army.
Sakon has achieved the rank of Kamchatka or whatever, so it means he and his demon clown ninjas are the most loved figures in all the land.
Another base falls before the might of Nobunaga.
I'll off to live another day and retreat.
Two enter, but only one can exit.
Defeat is your destiny.
Anyway, there we go.
Do not try
Thanks
to
for
fight
showing
it.
up, guys.
See no other option. Withdraw.
Hey boss, how's it going? La 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 la. Hey, dude, you know you can call me brother. I mean,
We can win this.
that's
I almost forgot that we could win this.
that's Nobunaga's little sister. So I realized after I said that's like you can call me brother. I'm like, oh my Hulk Hogan. There you go. That was pretty simple.
You killed
A
Hiroshi.
bee, a Grimlock warrior is supposed to be brave.
Yeah, gonna change up the demon regalia. A bee.
Grimlock warrior is supposed to be brave. Again. Good. The cup and gold is pretty solid, I think. Our reinforcements never got a chance to show up. But we got some level up out of it. You're leveling up. Cooney ended up at level 15. That's a pretty good level for somebody that we didn't really enjoy playing as very much. It was just fun to have around.
Yeah.
Got the
We got a goose formation. All right.
I
You
am
wanna
on
work for
it.
us? Pretty cool, man.
You can hang out with your old buddy KG, who might have made that battle take longer than 2 minutes. In the fall of the year 1584, the Hachisuka clan was defeated and disappeared from the pages of history.
Leaving only Hiroshi Matsuda.
Sakon Shima has defeated all rival lords and has unified the entire land with the help of his wife, the lovely, and then I totally forgot her name. It was Bunakanakanakanoo. Nice hat, buddy.
That was easier than I expected.
So suddenly they became the new world
Now
order.
that we've conquered the land, I suppose we have to take care of it.
We don't have to.
The world you have created is a sight to behold.
As are my wife's boobies. Look at that. So I guess he just totally rearranged his top 4 generals. So he's like, you know what? Fuck you guys that I named earlier as my limbs. I'm gonna hang out with these guys now. Look, I'm back with that, baby. Oh, it's like
Hey guys,
his
just letting you know.
dream shot here. Sakon Shima begins conquest in Satsuma.
And I fall in love. Oh, revolt is depressed.
Civilian revolt suppressed.
Control.
And suddenly it
Kyoto
takes
is
over
seized.
Kyoto. That's a pretty big jump from where he appears to be right there. It's like, you know what?
Wham!
Boom.
Just like, yeah. We're just gonna skip ahead here a little bit and
He's the champion of a tournament. I don't know what to do. No is employed.
oh yeah, and then all that happened, and Nobunaga Oda is employed as an officer. Large sum of gold, prosperity spreads.
Kaiju
And-
Maeda shows up and never does anything.
Yeah, these are the highlights. Like, you know, when
What about the
Roman
battle
Reigns
of
kicked out of a pinfall.
What about the battle of Nobutada and Nobukatsu?
Yeah.
They didn't know what to do. Japan is unified under a single clan, with only one member, and then a bunch of guys who work for that guy. In the year 1584, Sakon Shima seized control of the land while serving as Kanpaku. Turbulent period of Japan's foreign states had been brought to an end, but the great task of rebuilding land still remained. It looked totally different when viewed from behind. Knowing that the longevity of his rule depended on the prosperity of the nation, Sakon made great effort to encourage development. ETCB. From a grand hall atop his multi-tiered castle, he signed a number of new policies into action.
He named his new multi-tiered castle Graceland.
He kept his retainers to constant readiness, training them especially the art of wielding a sword. His great retainer, including his daughter, who got married to
also, he was big on karate.
Mike Jackson. While commissioning public work projects, he also improved quality of life through irrigation and other technological progress, such as the invention of the peanut butter banana sandwich. Naturally, developments such as these were made possible by a stable voted retainer team, Sakon Forward
Yeah,
including
band.
Shoyu. Chief retainer Nobunaga Oda was clearly going to betray him later, and entrusted with overseeing government in northern Japan. Having played a crucial role in unifying the land during the last 90%, or 10%, Nobunaga
He's maintained peace.
another highly trained officer, was given charge of Etrisan. Clearly she was not going to unify with her husband against Sakon.
So you do notice that wisely kept them at separate ends of the
That's
nation.
that's actually not a bad idea. Never forget they devoted much time to recording the events of recent history, and also being sexy. Heroics in battle. This generic was in charge of the military stronghold. What happened to Demon Mask guy? Or the guys who don't know what to do? Every year, this prestigious event treats skilled fighters. Another generic, also just
See, appointed governor of Yuzu.
generics that we don't remember having used at all.
I guess it's just these are the people that we recruited.
Like
that
they were the
never
ones who were
used.
like level 18 and 19 at the end.
Yeah.
He created a peaceful, spiritual environment that made the fief a common sight for witness pilgrims. Sakon's other retainers too were rewarded fairly in accordance to the records of service, except for the guys that were forgotten along the way, like demon clown ninjas.
Yes.
Though initially difficult, the decade that followed Sakon Shima's unification in Japan was more peaceful than any other recent. It had been decades since there had been a decade this peaceful. Sakon was blessed with the birth of an heir, an event that inspired celebration in all corners of the land.
The Prince of Rock.
And focused energy on internal security, encouraging the further training of samurai by holding popular tournaments in different areas, martial expertise. Then the Westerners showed up with guns and kind of wrecked that. Sakon's well-crafted policies continued to bear fruit, winning him much respect and praise.
Respect and praise. Oh.
And then I remembered to make a dog like Oz. In years ahead, irrigation spread further, ensuring that even remote communities benefited from the harvest. Also by widespread loyalty. Oh yeah, I guess this is 18 generations, 299 years. These numbers are bold-faced because I guess it depends on what your rank was. Like if you are like evil dictator, then you end up like getting overthrown as soon as you're dead. I mean, you don't personally get overthrown, but they come dig up your corpse and desecrate it. You know, after you're dead, you get overthrown.
Yeah, no, you get desecrated.
That's what happens.
Right, I almost forgot about that.
Oh man, I hate it when he plans. There's never enough funds. Planning. As an auteur planner, never mind. History Science Theater. He's an auteur planner.
Yeah. The what was I gonna say? Oh, the
Misa. Oh, Yoshi.
So 18 generations over the course of 299 years.
Well, I mean, people didn't live as long
Back
back
then.
then.
It was like pretty short lifespans going on there, but it's Igel sound. Oh, never mind, it's Agile sound.
Don't sleep.
Yeah, the English voice production has
They're not gonna
everything
give us
to do
any of
with
the actual.
Makoto!
They said like English voice. Oh, okay, they are gonna show us here. Here we go.
Alright, they're here.
So let's look for David Cross or
He's not gonna be here.
David Wildpole is there.
Yeah, he's Hanzo.
There he
Tarakatsu
is.
Honda
Can
and
you see
Paris.
him? He was up there. It said voice of David Cross, guys. David Cross.
Right.
Go back
Works
and wind it
down.
back. Wilco Dream Studios and Vampire M.
Samurai Warriors do bring the staff.
Super mappy.
been a good experience.
Yeah, it's a fun game. I enjoyed it.
It's a nice one.
It got really dependent on the horses. I think we wouldn't have been that dependent on the horses if we had just picked some characters early on and had just consistently used them.
Sure.
But
well, especially, I mean, if they've been like playables.
Ultimately, nobody hit, I mean, the level 20 is the level cap. Nobody actually hit level 20. And the people who were close were people that we hired late in the game. So.
It's just you were mentioning that as an issue with trying to play through this. The longer you let the game go on, the more leveled up everyone else gets, even if they're not fighting.
But still, I mean, it's a lot more fun when you get to play as different people. And it's the only Samurai Warriors game I'm aware of in the franchise where you get to play as generic. So that's... They had to come up with movesets for the generic. I guess the generics already had movesets, sort of, but...
Yeah.
So basically, for all intents and purposes, we conquered Japan as the Yellow Turbans. That's what happened there.
We'll make it for us.
We'll make it sure. So I guess just please select 4 mounts whose growth you wish to save. Oh, it looks like I may never have gotten Matsu whatever before.
Matsukaze before. Well, I mean, power and all round.
I guess it kind of doesn't make sense to keep them because you don't really grow them at all, but whatever. Grow them. Yeah, let's do it. Let's fall in love. Let me take a quick look at the galleries and see
what new stuff has
what
arrived.
Awesome shit there is, Recruit?
Recruit him. Hint! Recruit this guy into your army. Yep, that's a lady. That's a dude.
So which ones are the ones that I don't have? The red ones? Oh, I guess I have all of them. Oh, the ones that are grayed out.
Probably the ones that you don't have.
View a particular... There it goes. Oh, these are probably the ones where we were unlocking new stuff.
Possibly.
We're probably viewing events we've never seen before. Hey, folks. Use Tarkatu.
I'm Tarkatu.
She's there. Here's the Monkey King. We didn't really use him very much.
No, I'm under the impression you weren't really a big fan of the Monkey King as a character.
Well, I don't know. He's a weird one. That was a somewhat different design for Sakon. There's I assume that's supposed to be no. I don't know what this is. This is like totally different.
It's like early,
I guess,
development art or fan art. It's not fan art. But
Samurai
it's like
I mean, even
style.
the Samurai Warriors 1 characters are usually closer to. Wow, there's a whole. There's a whole bunch of stuff I hadn't unlocked that I didn't realize I hadn't unlocked. I figured I'd unlock most of the stuff for this game. I have this one I have a, not that it matters at all, but I've got all the Xbox achievements for this game.
That's cool.
Look at the top right corner. She's like so happy. I'm really quite pleased with myself today. Oh, this is what we were finding new. It's like, hey, she's got like a hypno.
Well, she's got a. Oh, we have different levels of cup and balls.
Ultimate weapons stuff.
You just not get ultimate clown weapons. Like ultimate
ultimate clown
corsages that shoot seltzer. That is a weapon. It's not just a.
No, Ina did the upper left-hand corner face at one point when talking about how she didn't want to wear sexy clothes. And I was like, what is
the
that
upper
about?
left one. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like I don't want to wear sexy.
Well, I mean,
clothes.
she's
what? Okay, if you don't want to, you don't want to. It's okay.
I mean, if somebody was like telling you, like, "Hey, you go wear a Speedo outside," I mean, you might be
I guess that would make me kind of.
No, I don't want to do that.
But would it make you sad that it was even suggested?
Well,
Power up more officers.
Who knows?
Like, what the fuck? I guess if you get everything, you probably get a picture of one of the game designers giving his finger.
It says, "You
wasted too much.
Gay.
You wasted your life on this game." So there's that.
Yeah, the South Park
Dance
thing.
of Death.
Dance of Death. A nice movie of Dance of Death.
These are all movies from the original game. I don't know how you get any of them in this game, but whatever.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, that's love or honor, dangerous love.
There's a
No, Naga's a big-time lover,
What
apparently.
would you do with a bird that refused to sing?
Even little birds have little bird desires. Which means there must be a way to convince them to sing.
Very eloquent. Very like you.
How might you handle the impudent bird, Lord Nobunaga?
Kill it. Why would I do anything else?
Well, maybe if you aren't a psychotic bastard.
Is that so?
Interesting.
Fate has finally set you.
Oh, okay, we've seen this one.
Is that so?
Now, there's a good one in here that I really like.
Hideyoshi's sweetest treasure.
Hideyoshi's off playing with
This
his
isn't it,
courtesans
but I
again.
remembered Nene.
Can't you do something?
Well, I could have them all killed.
Dry your tears, Nene. Your beauty grows day by day. Your husband knows not what he has.
How does that help me?
If he doesn't watch out, he will lose the sweetest treasure he owns.
Is that so? Oh, here we go.
I pledge my loyalty to you.
I can't believe we never got to
Father,
see this one.
and to total domination.
Is that so?
Memories of youth.
Daddy, I
Even
love
with the tip of my blade pointed at you, Lord Nobunaga. My mind is full of memories of our childhood together.
What do you like? Cao Cao and Yuan Shao?
Do you laugh at me now, my lord?
Yep.
For being too weak to bear my burden?
I would never laugh at you,
Unless you told a really funny joke.
even though you may be in tears with the effort. I know that there is no burden too heavy for you to bear.
Is that so?
Would you mind carrying my bags?
There was a good one, maybe...
The dark pit of Mitsuhide's soul? I mean...
No, I guess it's,
I've heard a lot of stories about your past, KG.
Damn it. There's a
It
KG
seems you were
Nobunaga
somewhat of a
event that I guess I didn't
troublemaker.
unlock somehow.
I suppose I'll have to be careful not to turn my back on you.
I hear you're like the wolf pack.
I might end up in a body
Well,
bag.
I guess you could say I like to embarrass people who look down on me. So, yeah, I've played a harmless trick or two in the past.
I like taking a dump in somebody's gym bag.
But don't worry, Kanetsugu. I could never do something to embarrass you.
Oh, I think I know where this is going.
I mean, you're already wearing that silly hat. What more could I possibly do?
Touche.
Ouch. Ah, this is it. This is one of my favorite things in the entire game.
You
Still
really
right here.
creep me out, you know that? When you look at me like that, I feel like you're reading my thoughts. But I'm warning you, I'm going to intentionally think things that don't make sense just to throw you off. Got it?
Is that so?
Yeah, I don't know. I like that one. What can I say?
Yeah, no, I get it.
Is that so?
I guess that's so.
I'm reading your mind, and yeah, you're pretty much not making any sense. Alright, so there you go. It's almost, is that so? It's like a pretty standard video length. Not for this LP, it's actually in the short side, but the
Yeah.
half an hour. We
It's
knocked
too
out
bad.
the,
Like, I guess it's because it's a different system and there's different requirements and things. Or no, I can't remember what it is. But now, like, I was half expecting them to do something like DW5 Empires, where they've got the like goofy
oh yeah, dancing around and
yeah, where they would have like a montage of like, oh,
Yeah.
here's
go back and make an army of Yuan Chaos all doing a sexy dance.
Yes. Something like that. But also just like it totally switched around who his four limbs were on you. Without any, and like like at least one, if not two or three of them, no, at least one, if not two of them, were characters that we never actually like brought into battle. I don't
Yeah,
think.
yeah. We had like the martial arts tournament was being run by some guy we never used.
It's just
Anyway.
like, I've heard he's pretty good. I think he works for me, but I mean, I don't have time to meet all these people.
Forgot about a demon mask guy and clown ninjas. Forget about that. Even Okuni didn't get to do anything at the
I
end.
know. I mean, none of the Okuni, Oichi, yeah, none of them.
But I'll tell you what, though. They did change his 4 limbs, because he went to his tailor and he says, I want pants that say awesome down this leg,
Yes.
and awesome down this leg, and awesome down this leg. Anyway.
He was indicating a third leg
leg,
would have been
yeah.
between the other ones,
Right.
folks.
So, yeah, no, I like that game.
Yeah, it's good.
Somebody pointed out to me before, not speaking of Empire specifically, but just of Samurai Warriors too.
Yeah.
It's a game that really seems polished. Like, they just put a lot of effort into getting, I don't know how to describe it, but like the details of it. It's obviously, it's just the Dynasty Warriors 5 engine again. But
Yeah.
they found a lot of little things to improve. Obviously, from a gameplay perspective, having the castles and some of the indoor action was a bit of a change of pace.
Yeah.
The Musos more interesting. They added some elemental powers. But yeah, the story presentation is just pretty cool. It's a really fun game. It's a lot of playable characters.
Uh-huh.
And a good time was, I think, had by all. Yeah, do you have any final thoughts on the game to bring us home?
Oh, just, this is my first experience with playing the game. I quite enjoyed it, and, heck, if it turned out there was some giant groundswell of support, I'd be interested in going back and checking out some of these. I know you've done a couple so far. I've been checking out the Sakons right now, but doing some of the... Do they call them Musos in this, or are they just story modes or whatever?
I think they're called Moose. I don't really remember, but yeah, it's the same difference. I mean, I think I'm trying to remember if he's. I've done 1 or 2. I don't think you watched Yukimoto's. You can always go check that out. He didn't get a big part in this, but his story. I tried to pick characters whose stories didn't intersect much. Once I got done with Mitsuhide and Nobunaga, whose stories were intertwined a lot. But that's fun stuff. I don't know, I mean, yeah, let us know, folks. Would you like Bobo to come along the next time I do a little Samurai Warriors action? I don't foresee us doing another game of Empires all the way through, but
yeah,
because there were people like, even when we started playing this, there were 1 or 2 people like, "What are you guys gonna do DW5 Empires?" Like, why? Who knows?
Well, we did it already for 1, and for another, yeah. Well, I mean, okay, so yeah, there's all that. Of course, I don't know which of the final videos of any of these things will post up soon, but we're actually, like, starting to run down on some of the LP Together projects we've been doing.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Metal Gear Solid, like, canon, like, run-through will still be taking a while, but...
quite a lot of that. I have to ask you, I've got Revengeance, and whether you wanted to be in on that, or if I could do Revengeance as a solo, because it's kind of semi-official. And so far, the semi-official games... It's the most semi-official game since Snake's Revenge. That's all stuff we can talk about off camera. But anyway, give me your final, just like quick impression on this game. What do you think? Did you like it? Did you not like it?
Oh, I enjoyed it very much.
That's okay. Anyway, folks, that's gonna be it for now. I'm glad that Sakon Shima got to unify Japan. Sakon victorious. And it was a fun time, and glad we got to experience it together. So yeah, maybe we'll get together sometime and we can do like Nene's Muso mode or something like that. One of the goofier characters. It'll be a lot of fun. But in the meantime, I'm the MysteriousJG.
I'm Bobo the Vulture.
I'd like to thank you very much for joining us, and please stay tuned for further, I'll probably play another Kawaii game down the road. But in the meantime, please check out our various LP Together projects on my channel and on Bobo's channel.
My channel, by the way, is Bobo the Vulture. I've actually had people, like, when you introduce yourself at the beginning of the video, they'll still ask, hey, does that other guy have a channel? It's like, yeah.
Every so often I see a comment on... Well, every so often on your videos, someone will ask if JG has a channel too. But
yeah.
I gotta get Bean to start a channel, and, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because life is...
Life is measured in
LP content.
Yes.
I'm going to intentionally think crazy things that don't make sense. I'm already doing it. Alright, folks. Sayonara.